breaker block. A lot of you guys, I don't know if it's ignorance or what, but this thing works. An anticipated order block that fails to hold, an area or a point on the chart where you anticipated that price might react in a certain way, rather it does the opposite. That gets to give you your failed order block, which is going to your breaker block. Okay, let's say we have a price that is a bullish like this, like a breaking structure on the upside. At a certain point it fails to keep up with the momentum of breaking above highs like it has been doing on the past. It has been breaking about highs, but it now fails to break the high. Instead it targets a low like this. Now what this is actually one thing that we've always been talking about. This is going to be your change of character, where you can use this as a confluence that the price might be seeking reversal. We might now be shifting from the price being bullish, keeping on breaking highs, but now the price starting to give us a signal that is going to change direction. So this will be our recent or previous break of structures, successive break of structures here, here, also here. Now remember that we talked about issuing protected lows, and we said below every protected low, in this case it's a higher low, below every protected low rests what? Rests liquidity. So we have money right here. We also have money at this point. All of these higher lows here, the internal liquidity price is this thing, these lows to take them out. But now when we see the first low being taken out, that led to a break of structure. We assume that this might signal order block, and in that case, we're always going to expect, or we are expecting to see price coming back in whatever the pattern to that order block, and then we anticipate continuation of what? Breaking below structures now to the downside. So this is what we anticipate to see as the price gives us our change of character at this point here. As the price gives us our change of character at this point, we expect to see the price coming to the same bearish order block now to come and drop from that point, where now we are going to start seeing what? Price breaking below lows. A super change direction. A super direction. We have now moved from the price being bullish on the left here. It was bullish because it was breaking structures on the upside. When it gave us the first indication of a change of character or a change in trend, or the price is seeking reversal by giving us a change of character, it now gets back to our order block. It might take out the order block and collect the liquidity above this, but whatever the case, you are looking for what? We are looking for a shift in or change in direction. Now sometimes this doesn't happen. The anticipated drop to the downside here that you expected to see when the price comes to, or when the price gets to the order block here, we don't see this happening. Instead, what happens? Instead, we see the price now breaking to the upside with a lot of momentum, breaking to the upside like that. If the price keeps on doing this, we have to be on the lookout for what? On the lookout for the same order block now going to hold for a continuation to the upside. Again, breaker block at a certain point there. Breaker block, I'll just change this color to maybe, let's say, red. At this point here now, here we had a complete sell model, but now here we had a failed order block at this point here. When the order block fails to hold at a certain point, it gives us what? It gives us a breaker block. And that breaker block, the information just below the zone where the price was approaching the order block. We are going to use the information right closest to the order block to determine a price order block keep with the downtrend. Okay. Now I want to clarify this thing once and for all for today, so that in case you are not so sure about what is happening, you will now start to read the book the right way. Breaker block prepare for in case the price fails to sell as you anticipated. In case the price fails to sell as you anticipated at the same zone where you thought maybe the price will sell, and then instead of selling, the price buys to the upside instead, you need to be on the lookout for what? For confirmations, so that when the price come back to the same area, you might buy again. So we're going to be using the information just below breaker block order block. Sometimes price can buy on the order block, which is fine. If you spot it, it's okay. Sometimes the price drops in to seek or to buy from either an order block or an imbalance candle that is in the inside. That is why I get the area just below the order block on the way when the price was approaching that OB. That is the area that has a lot of information that we need to use to determine what a price is like. That order block price collect the liquidity above the order block. That is the first thing that I want us to look into or on.